Ms.Maumita from Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College welcome you all to online teaching 2020-2021. Today we are going to study about pollution. Now, how exactly pollution is being caused on the earth? Now, there are generally many problems which are arising on the earth due to human interference. For example, like industrialization, increase in population, mining, transportation, and fertilizers. And indeed, it is affecting the human beings. Now, what exactly is pollution? Now, generally, pollution is nothing but contamination of the natural environment that will be harmful to the ecosystem. Now, what are pollutants? Now, generally, when I'm talking about the pollutants, pollutants are generally the factors which are affecting the natural functioning of the ecosystem. And this ecosystem is going to have the biotic and abiotic components. Like biotic components are the living components and abiotic components are the non-living components. And these pollutants are generally going to cause the harmful effects on the biotic and the abiotic components of the ecosystem, and it is also going to adversely impact the system, or we can say the functioning of the ecosystem. Now coming to the types of pollutants, there are generally two types of pollutants, that is natural pollutants and man-made pollutants. Now the natural pollutants are generally degraded naturally, or we can say are generally destroyed naturally after a certain duration of time, whereas the man-made pollutants persist for a longer time. Now coming to air pollution. What is air pollution? Now generally contamination of the air by the harmful substances like poisonous gases, smoke, particulate matter, microbes is called as air pollution. Now coming to the reasons of air pollution. Now there are generally two types of reasons. One is the natural reason and the second is the man-made reasons. Now under natural reasons, the first reason is volcanic eruptions. Now solid, gaseous and liquid materials which are emerging out generally from these volcanic eruptions are going to give out hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, ammonium chloride, hydrogen and dust. Then the next reason is forest fires. Now when we are talking about this forest fires generally release carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and smoke in the air, which will gradually pollute the air. Next is cyclones and dust storms. Dust, soil, garbage, pollens and microbes which are being carried by these cyclones and the dust storms are mixed with the air, and gradually they are going to pollute the air. Next is the microbes in the air, that is pollens of Parthenium, spores of the bacteria, fungi which are mixed with the air will be causing air pollution. Then another factor also we can relate to is the earthquake. Now generally the poisonous gases and the water vapors from inside the earth which are being released into the air is going to generally degrade the quality of the air and will be causing air pollution. Now coming to the man-made reasons. The first one is burning of fuel. Now burning of fuel like coal, timber, LPG, kerosene, diesel, petrol will be releasing carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide oxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, and they are going to be released in the air, which will definitely going to pollute the air. Then burning of the solid waste, agricultural waste, also causes air pollution. Now coming to the next reason, that is industrialization. Smoke which is being released in large quantity from various factories, sulfur powder, then nitrogen dioxide, cotton seed powder in the air will be causing air pollution. Last man-made reason is atomic energy plants and the atomic blasts. Now, generally, the use of elements like uranium, thorium, graphite, plutonium will be releasing certain radiations in the air, and hence that is going to cause air pollution. Now coming to the effects of air pollution on plants and animals. In case of plants, stomata gets closed. Now what is this stomata? These are the openings on the lower surface of the leaf, which is also responsible for the exchange of gases. The second effect is going to be rate of photosynthesis, which is going to slow down. What is photosynthesis? The process of preparation of the food by plants in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water will be referred to as photosynthesis, and the growth of the plants due to this air pollution will be retarded, that is, it will be slowed down. Now coming to the animals. In case of animals, respiration is adversely affected, that is inspiration and expiration is going to be very badly affected, and irritation of the eyes is also being observed in case of animals. Now coming to the effects of air pollution on the atmosphere. Now, generally, the first factor is the depletion in the ozone layer. Now, what is this ozone layer? Ozone layer is generally present below the stratosphere, and it protects the living world of the earth from the ultraviolet rays which are radiating from the sun. Now, how this depletion is taking place? Due to certain factors. The first factor is greenhouse effect and global warming. Now, as we all know that the proportion of carbon dioxide is very less in the atmosphere. So due to industrialization, the proportion of the carbon dioxide is going to get increased, which is going to play a major role in the absorption of the solar heat. And this proportion of the carbon dioxide, which is being increased due to the industrialization and its effect on the atom, on the Earth's temperature, is nothing but the greenhouse effect. And carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane and CFC, which are trapping the heat, are also referred to as the greenhouse gases, and the global temperature will be increased due to this greenhouse effect. Next factor is acid rain. Now, what is this acid rain? Oxides of sulfur and nitrogen which are being released into the atmosphere through burning of coal, timber and fuel oils generally mix with the rainwater and form acids like sulfuric acid, nitric acid and nitrous acid. Now, these acids which are mixing with the raindrops and snowflakes are going to come down in the form of rain, and hence it is being referred to as the acid rain. Now, coming to the effects of the acid rain. Now, first effect is that the erosion of the buildings, bursts, then bridges, historical monuments occurs due to acid rain. Then acidity of the soil and the water bodies also increases due to acid rain, and it is going to have an adverse effect on the aquatic organisms, plants and the entire forest life. Now, due to this acidification of the water in the water bodies and pipes, leaching of metal and plastic material also occurs in water, and thereby serious health problems arise. Last, we are going to learn about preventive measures of air pollution. Now, as the smoke emerging from the factories contains harmful particles, pollution controlling machinery should be used. Now, what is that pollution controlling machinery? For example, like arresters, filters. Second measure should be proper disposal of the stinking waste which is generated in the cities. Like generally the wastes are segregated into dry waste and wet waste. Now the third measure is control on the atomic tests, and chemical weapons also can prevent air pollution. And the last measure should be ban on CFC production. CFC, the full form is chlorofluorocarbon, and it is nothing but a gas which generally is present in the sprays of the container, which when is mixed with the air, generally it is going to pollute the air. Thank you.